guys, it's Melanie, and today I'm going to share with you my most repurchased makeup products. I'm also going to do a skincare slash hair care version of this particular type of video, and I was inspired by this just last week when I was looking through my makeup collection, and I noticed that there were actually a few key pieces of makeup that I have actually repurchased several times over, and that's extremely rare for me. I normally find myself, when I am done with a specific like makeup product, like an eyeshadow or a blush or like a powder or whatever, most times I won't go back and repurchase that exact same item because my mentality is, well, I'll try something different the next go around. But I did notice that there were some things that like I am super loyal to and have gone through several of. And the fact that I've actually finished several of these items over and over again is a pretty true testament to like how much I love these products, because I have a lot of makeup and I try to switch it out frequently, but I still manage to finish not only foundations, mascaras, but also blushes and an eyeshadow over and over again. So I really feel like that says a lot about these particular products. So I thought I would take the time to share these with you. There's not a ton, but what I'm about to show you are probably what I would consider some of my holy grail makeup items. The first thing you guys have heard me talk about time and time again, it is the MacNamara Miracle Skin Transformer. I have been through at least 3, but possibly 4 of these bottles of magic. I'm lucky enough to be able to find this at my Costco from time to time, and when I do, I tend to stock up. I'm careful not to like overly stock up because there is an expiration date. This product does have an SPF, and so I have to make sure that I'm not buying them to where they'll expire before I can actually get to them. But I tend to go through one of these every 6 months. So one bottle lasts me 6 months, using it almost every single day. This is a, I use it like a BB cream. So before I put on any of my other makeup, I will put this on my skin. I just use a small pea-sized amount. It doesn't really provide coverage. It does have a tint to it. What it does, it just seems to like blur out my pores. It makes my skin look smooth. It fills in some of the fine lines. It makes my makeup last longer. It's just an amazing product, and quite honestly, I don't ever see myself not using this. It is the best thing that I have ever found for my extremely oily skin. It holds up year-round, winter, spring, summer, fall. I can wear this and I know it's going to look good on my skin. I know it's going to extend the wear of my makeup, and it's just going to make my skin look flawless. I always put a powder foundation over top, but this is always a must-have in my makeup routine. So the MacNamara Miracle Skin Transformer is something that I will purchase time and time again, and I just absolutely love it. I will link a couple of websites down below where you can get this. Skin Store right now is actually having 20% off, so that would be a good place to snag it if you can't find it at your local Costco. It is totally worth checking out. I love this product. By the way, I use the color Light. Okay, I actually have 2 powder foundations. I sort of alternate between these two. The first I'm going to mention is the LORAC Balance in Brighten. I have used this one for years. I have gone through many of these. This is the color Fair. It does come in a fair, it comes porcelain, fair, light, medium, and then I believe there's also like a dark. This powder foundation is amazing. It starts out actually as a cream product. It's baked on a terracotta tile, so it becomes a solid powder foundation. It provides so much coverage. It is not cakey looking. It still has some luminosity to it. Like, it's not completely flat and matte. It just is one of the most beautiful powder foundations that I have ever used. There are several different colors in here, so when you swirl your brush in, those colors all combine, and it looks beautiful on my skin. I love it so much, and it goes perfectly with my MacNamara Miracle Skin Transformer. So this is one powder foundation that I have repurchased many times over and will continue to repurchase in the future. The second, and I see that I made a little bit of a mess with that one, is my Everyday Minerals base in the color Winged Butter. Winged Butter is a pretty good match for me year-round. It is a little tiny bit too dark in the winter months because I tend to get really pale then. But for most of the year, Winged Butter is my perfect color. During the summer, I wear the matte base, which is what this one is. During the rest of the year, I wear the semi-matte base. I have purchased so many of these. I love Everyday Minerals because it's actually super affordable. I don't want to quote the price, but I want to say it's somewhere in like the $15 to $16 range for a container like this. You get the same amount as you would with most other powder foundations. It's beautiful coverage. It is not heavy or cakey. It just wears beautifully on my skin. I started using Everyday Minerals when Bare Essentials started making me break out a few years ago, and this has never made me break out. It does not have bismuth oxide in it, which is what I believe was breaking me out with the Everyday Minerals. I don't know if they still have that in their formula, but frankly, this is a lot more affordable. And you can also get like sets from Everyday Minerals where if you buy multiples of these, you can save a little bit of money, and that's normally what I do. So I just really, really love this powder foundation, and I'm super loyal to it, and it's fantastic. It is a loose powder foundation, so you do have to, you know, it can get a little messy, but as long as you're careful, I really don't have too much of a problem with that. I just kind of know that that's par for the course with powder foundations, and I have to wipe my desk a little bit more often than maybe most people do, but I'm okay with it. Okay, I actually have 3 blush type products to show you. The first one I do not use as a blush. I use it as my contour. It's the NYX Original like Square Blush, not the new HD one, in the color Taupe. Obviously, this is not going to be a blush for very many people, but this is the perfect contour for me. It is a dirty gray brown with just a hint of mauve to it, and it's perfect. It is perfect as a contour. I have gone through probably 4 or 5 of these, and I will continue to use this. I've never thought to look at like the higher end contour powders because I'm so happy with this. And it's like $5.99. This is the best. Now, I know that there's the new NYX HD blushes, and they do have the taupe color. I find the color to be slightly different. And I just like the formula of this better. This is really powdery. I'm not going to be repurchasing this one. I'm going to be repurchasing this one. You can still find this color on the NYX website. I will, of course, link it down below for you. It's magic. This is really the best. I don't ever see myself ever really like buying any other contour powder because it's perfect and it's cheap. It's super cheap. Another blush from NYX that I've actually gone, I believe this is my 3rd one. This is the color Peach. Now, my lid here broke off, but this is my 3rd one of this particular color. This is a beautiful, it's not peach, it's pink, a beautiful pink blush that I love to wear in the summertime. It's matte. It just is the perfect pop of color on your cheeks for every day. It's not anything dramatic, it's not anything special, but it's just pretty. And I think that's why I just reach for this time and time and time again, and why this is my 3rd one. To purchase and use up like 2.5 blushes is a huge thing. Think of how much blush we all have. Like, that's pretty magical in my book, and this is a really great one. Again, you can also get this on the NYX website. NYX website does have, I believe it's if you spend $25 or more, you get free shipping. So get a few of these, a few of these, and you'll be set on your blush and your contour for a very long time to come. I'm also going to mention the LORAC blush in Rose. Now, this is discontinued, but this is, I have gone through, this is my 3rd one of these, I believe, as well. So I'm going to show you the one that I have in my like Finish 7 by Summer. So this one's currently in my beauty basket, but this will be my 3rd one that I'm finishing. And I do have a couple of backups because I bought them before they were discontinued. But this is my perfect, it's kind of like the peach. It's just the best neutral pop of color on your cheeks. It makes you look polished and beautiful and finished, and it's not too much. It's absolute perfection. If I can still find this, I will link it down below for you. It is worth every penny. The pigmentation is beautiful. The wear is perfect. I am so sad she discontinued this formula of blush because it's my favorite. I'm so lucky that I have a couple of backups still because I love this color and I just love the formula. And really, when I heard these were going away, like, I almost shed a tear. I was that sad. Okay, and then it looks like the last thing that I'm going to share with you guys for the makeup. Nope, I have one more thing, sorry. Second to last thing is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow single in Brûlée. This is probably my 6th or 7th one, and you can see that I've hit pan on this guy. The reason that I go through so much of this is because this is what I put down every single day over top of my eyeshadow primer before any other color goes onto my eyelids. This sets the primer and it makes blending out any other color that I put on my lid absolutely effortless. This is just a staple for me. I recently sent 2 of these to my friend Stephanie up in Canada. She's never been able to find them, and I've converted her. This is like, there's no other color or formulation of eyeshadow like this. It is smooth, it's creamy, it sets everything perfectly. It just is like, it's perfection. And I always have at least 2 or 3 backups. Normally when I find them on sale for like buy one get one half off, I can get 2 of them for like $1.49. I think because they're like 98 or 99 cents each. This is the best eyeshadow ever to put down as like your first color. And I mean, I put it from the lid all the way up to my brows, and sometimes even underneath my eyes. It's just perfection. And the last thing I'm going to mention is probably my most repurchased mascara. So it's a drugstore one, and it's actually, it was a tie between the Clump Crusher from Lash Blast and the original Lash Blast in the orange tube. I have purchased both of those time and time again, and it's going to be really hard for me to give this up, but I'm going to. I have decided to once again try to focus on purchasing only cruelty-free makeup and skincare and hair care products as much as I can. And I know that CoverGirl is not cruelty-free, and there are other mascaras out there, but this is one that I've definitely repurchased over and over again, and I'll be sad to not purchase it in the future, but I think it's for a greater cause, so I'll find something else. But I thought it was worth a mention for those of you that maybe have never tried it. I mean, I don't want to encourage you to necessarily purchase from CoverGirl, but it is definitely a really good mascara. So is the original Lash Blast. I probably prefer the applicator on this. This is a plastic bristle. This has never flaked, smudged, transferred. It has just always been perfect on my eyes. So this is another product along with the orange tube that I have purchased time and time again. So like I said, I'm also going to be doing a hair care and skincare portion of this little 2-part series here. So look for that probably sometime next week. Let me know down below what your most repurchased products have been. I know it's so rare for us to like go back and purchase something time and time again. And I just, oh my gosh, I just remembered there was another one. I don't have it with me, and I'm not gonna be repurchasing it, but I'm gonna mention it really quickly. MAC Viva Glam 2. I just last month threw out a Viva Glam 2 that had gotten old, so I hadn't repurchased it in quite some time, but that was my 4th tube of Viva Glam 2 that I've been through. So, okay, I think that's everything now. I guess I should have taken a look at my list here. But anyway, so look for the skincare and hair care, and there's my cat version of this video next week. And let me know down below what your most repurchased products are. And thanks for putting up with my slightly unorganized self today. I appreciate you guys so much. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.